Hello Internet, trusty Phil Brown here again with another movie review for this week. This week I'm taking a look at A Most Wanted Man. It's the latest adaptation by spy novelist Jean Le Carré. Le Carré is famous for making decidedly unsexy and exciting spy movies that are based more in reality and depict the spy game as being a game of bureaucracy and paperwork and dirty backroom deals that are ultimately very tragic and unheroic. If you've seen Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy or Constant Gardener, you have a good idea of what to expect, but I find the closest point of comparison is the very first Le Carré adaptation, which was A Spy Who Came In From the Cold, starring Richard Burton. It was released at the height of the James Bond era during the Sean Connery days, and it was a black and white, dreary, dark, sad, real, and depressing spy movie about as far away from James Bond as you could possibly imagine. This one is very much similar to that, minus the black and white. As with all of Le Carré's stories, you're introduced to a series of loosely connected characters and events that seem disparate and then eventually click into a very deliberately constructed clockwork sense of plotting, building toward a deeply tragic climax. What we have here are, at the center is Philip Seymour Hoffman as a very disturbed and depressed and beaten down spy in Hamburg who is following a case involving a recent Chechnyan refugee who is being helped by a morally ambivalent lawyer played by Rachel McAdams, as well as a banker played by Willem Dafoe who is trying to make up for the less than clean dealings of the business that he inherited from his father. At the same time, we also have Robin Wright, who shows up as a U.S. CIA agent assigned to help supervise and help, and it's very unclear exactly what she's there for, and if she is in fact trying to help. Saying more would spoil it, but suffice to say, it's very clear early on this story won't end well, and it certainly doesn't. The biggest reason to see this movie is Philip Seymour Hoffman at the center. It's one of his last performances. I dare say it's also one of his best. He plays a very disturbed and destroyed character with a tragic past. We get sort of bits and pieces of understanding who he is and how we got there, but you don't even really need that because Philip Seymour Hoffman does such a remarkable job just through his posturing and pained breathing and disturbed, upset expressions. It's very clear this is a beaten and destroyed man. We're never uncertain of that or who he is or why he is what he is. It's an extraordinary performance from Hoffman, and it sort of adds an extra layer of sad depression to the film because it's clear that not only was Hoffman perfect for this, but it's hard to imagine what American actor could possibly fill the void that he's sadly left us. The movie has been directed by Anton Corbijn, who was a former photographer and music video director who made The American and Control, the film about Joy Division. As you'd expect, those are a series of very sad movies, also very stylish. However, this one he admirably, even though he's a very good visual stylist, kind of dials it back, keeps it very real, very restrained, and sort of does amp it up for a few big set pieces when necessary, but it's sort of always in the back. However, he's always very much in control, does an excellent job with the movie. It's a movie that's very easy to admire and appreciate. It's not one that you'll necessarily enjoy because it is very dreary and depressing and tragic. It's not uplifting or exciting in any way, but in a way it's a nice sort of sad, bitter pill alternative to summer movie entertainment if you're getting tired of all happiness and bright colors. If you enjoy Le Carré or depressingly interesting films, or just enjoy Philip Seymour Hoffman, I highly recommend it. It's a very interesting bit of work, even though it's far from fun. So this has been Phil Brown recommending a very depressing summertime movie, signing off for RealTimeRentals.com. Thanks.